Hello, and welcome to what's probably going to be the last Star Wars review on this channel. I'm David Heath.
And I am one with the Force.
Yeah, this is episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. This is the
Wait,
final installment of the Skywalker saga of the Star Wars movies.
so basically, it's going to be the last episodic Star Wars movie because all three trilogies were technically the Skywalker saga,
Right, and now they're just going to focus on the Mandalorian and stuff like that.
which is cool. Watch it. That's a good show. Watch it. It's awesome.
Baby
I'm not telling you.
Yoda,
I'm telling our
baby
people.
Yoda.
Well, yeah. Spoilers. A cute little baby Yoda.
So, this movie starts off with Noah's favorite thing about the sequel trilogy, Kylo Ren. And
Okay. I don't like how it started with him slow-mo slicing his lightsaber. Like, really? Slow-mo in a Star Wars film? Are you serious?
that's not new, bro. Well, I mean, it was new when the... Never mind. But, anyway, he goes to this planet called Exegol and senses a presence...
Gonna do a Sith planet. Use Korriban.
I don't know. But I don't know all the extended stuff. That's all you, buddy.
It's not okay. No, Korriban and Tython are the Jedi and Sith planets aren't extended. They're part of the Old Republic, which is canon. So
Okay.
it's canon.
All right. But he goes there because apparently, and this isn't explained, Palpatine's alive.
I'm back.
And he goes there and because Kylo goes with the intent to kill him.
Like, I'm the supreme leader. Me.
Yes. And he's like, I killed Snoke. Like, boy, I made Snoke. And then I thought this was actually kind of cool how he manipulated his voice to mess with him.
I am every voice in your head.
Yeah, he's like, I've been every voice you've ever heard inside your head. Went from Palpatine to Snoke to Vader. And that was actually
Awesome.
James Earl Jones.
Yep.
And he...
Okay, I'm okay with the reanimating, with the Emperor being alive because that was inextended. He had clones, but this, he's a zombie basically. Ugh.
Kinda, yeah. He's hanging on for dear life, essentially.
Yeah.
He's got very little life force left. He's got no pupils.
And his I don't think his hands were completely formed either. I think he was like missing a finger.
There were like some of his fingers were like charred off or whatever. And then he basically makes a bunch of like when I say a bunch, I mean like a ton of Star Destroyers rise from the ground.
And they all have like planet destroying weapons.
Yeah, like they all have like Death Star style cannons on them. It's like, oh shit.
The final order will be yours to command.
Yeah, and he tells him, you need to kill the girl. She's not who you think she is. And he's like, what's that mean? And you don't find that out till later. But
I love her intro. Be
with
with
me.
me. Be with me. But not with me.
I love it. Okay, so this is, again, one of those things that this movie added that I didn't really agree with. Light speed skipping.
Okay, yeah, that's bullshit.
Especially on an old ship like the Falcon.
You light speed skip, don't do that.
And now, what I thought was actually really a good thing was that Rey is training under Leia.
Yep, because apparently Leia did have Jedi training.
Yes.
And it was cool.
Yeah.
We'll get more on that later.
And then, Leia gives her a good piece of advice, which is never underestimate a droid.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And there's apparently a spy in the First Order who's good with the Resistance who gave him a bit of information.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to remember how this goes. They're going to this planet to look for... They're trying to...
It was I think it was like... No, it's still... They find a Sith dagger that says, like, where Exegol is.
Right.
And C-3PO reads it, but he's like, I literally can't tell you what this says.
It's in
against my program.
forbidden language. I like what Poe's like, the one time we need you to talk, you can't. But they meet up with Lando Calrissian on that planet, who shows them where the dagger is.
Dude, Lando! Yeah!
That was so awesome. And then, when they're on this
You
planet...
play at my best. Give it to yourself.
Yeah. And when they're on this planet, the First Order figures out they're there, and Rey knows Kylo's coming in that TIE Fighter, jumps over it and slices over one of the panels. That was freaking cool.
Okay, this is where I say the Force is like they're putting too much on the Force right now.
What, the fact that she was able to flip?
No. The fact that like throughout this movie, she and Kylo have had lightsaber fights just because they can sense each other. What?
Well, that's explained in a minute, and we can't give that away yet. But
another thing towards the end that I won't go into now. But when we get to it, I'll tell you. I'll talk about it.
Yeah, but Chewie gets not kidnapped, but like basically captured by the First Order in this transport. And
and then Rey is trying to like pull it down and save him.
And then Kylo's pulling back at it like, nope, he's mine. And they're going. It's another game of tug of war, but this time lightning shoots out of Rey's hand and destroys the transport. So for a split second, you think, is Chewbacca dead?
Yeah, my heart stopped.
Yeah, like, dude, no, I was like, are you kidding me? Did you just kill Chewie?
I was like, no. Like, my hand was over my mouth for, like, minutes after that.
Dude, I was so close to leaving the theater. I was like, you did not just kill Chewbacca. But, thankfully, it's revealed that he was in a completely different transport ship and he's still alive. Phew!
Oh, thank the Force.
And
You're
then,
welcome.
So they take C-3PO to a planet called Kijimi to get the dagger, to get the message out of his head, which they figure out if he does that, it's going to completely wipe his memory.
So he was like, what are you staring at, CPO? I'm taking one last look, sir, at my friends. I was like, oh, no, 3PO, like, why are you doing this to me?
But this introduces a character who I fell in love with the second I heard him talk. Babu Freak.
Draco Black. Draco Black. Black.
And then they figure out that the information that they're looking for the Wayfinder so they can find Exegol. Which the Wayfinder looks like a Sith holocron, by the way. Yeah, it looks a lot like a holocron. And they find out it's on the crashed Death Star, for the second one.
Yep, which is on a moon of Endor. Not Endor itself, but on like a moon of Endor.
Exactly. And then the First Order shows up. Rey senses Chewie. Chewie's alive!
Rey!
And then like, we gotta go on that ship and get him. 3PO wakes up. Hello, I am C-3PO, human-cyborg relations. And you are? Poe Hammer goes, okay, that's gonna be an issue.
That's gonna be an issue. Not for long, thankfully, but yeah. It's an issue.
I like when Poe says,
Babu Freak, he's one of my closest friends.
I like when Poe says, 3PO, move your ass! It's like, how dare you? We only just met. And then Kylo's on the ground looking for Rey. Rey's on the ship, and they have that weird Force connection thing again where they start talking. I'm like, Rey, tell me where you are. I know the rest of your story. You don't know everything. And then she starts seeing flashbacks of her parents who you don't know who they are. They're pretty much nobody. But it's like, wait, why are they so important? And it's like, you see that they're killed after someone went looking for them. Actually, the Emperor sent somebody to go looking for them. And then when Kylo meets up with Rey again on the ship, he's like, why was he looking for me? It's like, because you don't just have power, you have his power. You're his granddaughter. You're a Palpatine. It's like, huh?
Huh?
I
was like, when I first heard that, I was like, okay, there's no way. He's lying. There's no way.
I was like, what? Huh? I literally took it back because this is probably going to, some of you are probably going to groan at this, but I kind of have a thing for Daisy Ridley. I mean, look at her. She's pretty. But at that point, I was like, am I really hitting on the bad guy's granddaughter right now?
Well, I mean, a lot of my fan fiction crushes are ex-bad guys, so.
True. But thankfully, Rey's never ever gone down that road. So
no, but she gets seriously tempted in this movie.
True. Poe and Finn get on the ship to save Chewie. They come close and they get captured by stormtroopers and General Hux, who later shoots the stormtroopers and says, "Yeah, I'm the spy." I'm like, "What?
What? You? Nah." Like literally, I was like, "This guy's the spy?"
Like Poe's like, "I knew it," and Finn's like, "No, you didn't."
No, you didn't.
So they get away on the Falcon, and that one general dude played by Richard Grant knows that Hux was the spy and shoots him.
For being so central, he died like just
yep,
like not dramatic, just he's gone.
That's because Abrams realized how much we don't like Hux. And then the crew of the Falcon got away scot-free, even though once again Ben Solo reached out his hand to Rey and says, "Join me." She's like, "Nah, man."
Are you serious? Nah.